tonight we have a beautiful topic to talk about today. Tonight. Feeling a bit better. I had to get off the live earlier, and then went and take a quick nap and stuff like that. So yeah. So let me do some searching here for something I'm looking for. I'm doing a searching for something here tonight, guys. I want everybody to have a good night, good night, good night, good night. Good night, everybody. You guys are having a blessed night. I'm feeling good. Thank God. I'm feeling a little bit better. Hard to go through the turmoil, but I'm feeling a bit better. Just a bit, not 100, but we're gonna get to it. So tonight, as the topic suggests, why people give cold shoulder. So we want to talk about that. So before we talk down into it, today is, let me see what today is. Today is February 5th. So today is February 5th. Consumer Cellular is lowering the price for those 50 and up. Get 2 unlimited lines for $30 each. So since today is February 5th, I got a book here that's called Jesus is Calling, Devotion for Every Day of the Year. Book. That's the book right here. So I'm going to read what February 5th is talking about, and then we're going to get into cold shoulder. Seek my face, and you will seek my face, and you will find not only my presence, but also my peace. To receive my peace, you must change your grasping, controlling stance to one of openness and trust. The only thing you can grasp without damaging your soul is my hand. Ask my spirit within you to order you your day and control your thoughts. For the mind controlled by the spirit is life and peace. You can have as much of me and my peace as you want through thousands of correct choices each day. The most persistent choice you face is whether to trust me or to worry. You will never run out of things to worry about, but you can choose to trust me no matter what. I am an ever-present help in trouble. Remember that comes from the Bible. I'm a present help in trouble. Trust me. Though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea. This is Romans 8 verse 6 and Psalms 46 verse 1 to 2. And this is for the day. This is February 5th and this is for the day. So that was the lesson right there. And you have the month in there. But anyway, so we're gonna get right into that and let me pull the phone up. So we're talking about cold shoulders. Why do people give you the cold shoulder? It's a number of reasons, but we're gonna ask our friend here, and we're gonna read from our beautiful friend, which is AI. Why do people give you the cold shoulder? So we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out some of the reasons. There's several reasons out there why people would give you the cold shoulder. As they would say here, what most people don't know is that cold shoulder is a subtle form of manipulation. Let's read that again. What most people don't know is that the cold shoulder is a subtle form of manipulation. Sounds extremes, but let me explain. The silent treatment, also known as withholding, is used to punish and regain control of person. But before we go any further into this part, I just want that to soak into you guys, because A lot of times you may see something, or you would wonder why. And you're wondering, you're pondering whether you're admitting to what is happening or anything, or you want to speak up about things, but you can sense the atmosphere. Sometimes some of us are good at understand seeing people and just looking at their facial expression and see that they're not content with a lot of things. And because of because they're not content, because they didn't expect to see you, they didn't expect to see your presence, so bold, so brave, so courageous. When they see you, they felt like you dim their light, you dim their shine. And as a result, they will give you the cold shoulder. Why? Because they start to hate on you. And when they start to do stuff like these are signs that they fear you. So, but they shouldn't fear you, they should fear God. But anyway, let's go into what our beautiful friend is saying, which everybody is using now. Thank God for AI. Is that they say thank God for Google? Now we can say thank God for AI. People might give others the cold shoulder for seemingly no valid reason. But I'm pretty sure a majority of us, or most of us in our lifetime, whether on YouTube, off YouTube, wherever, whichever social media platform you're on, get the cold shoulder before. Even if you're in person, at your job, with your family, with your friends, with just yourself too. Don't miss yourself out of nothing. You give yourself the cold shoulder sometimes. It's like you saying you hear your inner thoughts saying do this, and then you're like, and just ignore it. Huh? So they say no valid reason, and they put that in open and close quotation. And I'm reading from AI. And they're saying here, due to a variety of factors, including unresolved personal issues. So that's the one way somebody can give you cold shoulders. Unresolved personal issues. That means somebody could have personal issues with you. You could not be aware of it also, or as well as you could be aware of it. And some people doing things so indirectly now that they're giving you the cold shoulder and looking in your face and laughing in your face. So that also you gotta pay attention. A desire to manipulate or control. So they have a desire. Hello, Miss Cynthia, how are you? Greetings. Thank you for stopping by. They had a desire to manipulate or control. And that's another way to give you the cold shoulder. Because they think when they give you the cold shoulder, they're manipulating you. They're controlling you. The ignorance is of utmost important to them now. And this goes to everybody. Because everybody can know somebody giving you the cold shoulder. We get into examples a little later. Poor communication skills. That's another way of giving you cold shoulders. Poor communication skills. Feeling, this one is the one that feeling insecure or threatened. Thank you, Miss Cynthia. Yes, we are blessed. We are blessed. And to God be the glory. We all are blessed. Yeah. So feeling insecure or threatened. And you have a lot of people right now will see you thriving in your own right, in your own way, and they will give you the cold shoulder because they think that you didn't deserve where you needs to be, or they think that what are you doing? You're not doing anything. You're boring. You're not fun. They look at you as a threat because you're doing something good, but you might not be doing it the way that they're seeing it. And you got to remember, as content creators out here, you create a content, and when people watch your content, and I'm speaking of myself as well, when people are watching our content, they might see something that they say, "Wow, this person have left off. Let's utilize this. Let's take advantage." Yes, Miss Cynthia, let's take advantage of this situation. Then they go ahead and they take advantage. And then now they start to give you the cold shoulder because you had just let them get a clue of how to do things and how to navigate their way. So now they start to shuffle the partner, and when they no longer need you, they throw you under the rug. They start giving the cold shoulder. They start push your way. They start driving you the other way. Hi, Rising Phoenix. How are you? How are you doing? Greetings. They start giving the cold shoulder, but we gotta pay attention, people. You know what I mean? Past hurts also another way of people giving you cold shoulders. When people are hurting and everything, they can give you the cold shoulders as well. So pay attention. Social dynamics, and a lot of us are in a lot of social dynamics things, and that can also cause people to give you the cold shoulders. Yes, Rising Phoenix, she said she's doing great. Thank you, thank you. You know what I mean? So we got to pay attention to these things. We got to open our eyes and learn. Manipulation, I used to say it is very sweet, and manipulation comes in different forms, and a lot of you are not aware that manipulation comes in different forms. We need to stop eat all those sweets so we can pay attention. Or simple not knowing how to express their emotions healthy healthily. And that's another thing. When you don't know how to express your emotion healthily, you can give others the cold shoulder. And when I say express the emotional, your emotions healthy, you can be going through stuff and you're having a bad day. Like today, I wasn't feeling well and everything, but I was able to still come on here and fight through the feeling of how I was feeling. And even though I was here, I did not give anyone the cold shoulder, because it's like giving somebody the cold shoulder to me is like ignoring them. You see them here and you don't acknowledge them. And that's another thing of people giving you the cold shoulder. Pay attention. It's like you go on somebody live and you're there for 2 3 minutes and nobody acknowledge you. They can see the comments, but they don't acknowledge you. If their head turn away, I want to say they're ignoring you. But they literally saw you there looking at everything and they cannot acknowledge you because they don't have that guts. And another part of that could be feeling insecure or threatened by you. Rising Phoenix say, yes, I saw that happen before. Yes, and we got to pay attention to these things that are happening. A lot is happening now because of the growth that is taking place, the upliftment that is taking place. But some of these things, some people are not taking the upliftment as being a positive uplifter. They're being a negative uplifter, but you want to know that because they are manipulating the situation. And manipulating the situation will make you look foolish to the situation because now you don't know that they are manipulating you. And the world we're living in, we all being manipulated. We all being brainwashed by something. One way or the other, you'd be surprised. Egg price going up. When you think that somebody would win election and come in and make a few changes. Yes, they're making a few changes, but not before they manipulate the people into brainwashing them to think that things are gonna be better. But things gotta get worse before it can become better. Before it can become better. So those are just some of the things that are factors that can include the reason why, even though they had no valid reason, but they have those. And a lot of cold shoulders are running now, and I'll be paying close attention to them. And sometimes they say facial expression is like, why is this person on my channel? I don't even like her. Then tell the person if you don't like them. You don't need to ignore them and embarrass them, especially if they were always there and you used to say, hey, Rising Phoenix, how are you? Hey, Miss Cynthia, how are you? Hey, Resilient, how are you? And all of a sudden now, what? These people are too good for you. You're too good for these people now. So you're disowning them now. What is going on? You don't remember where you're coming from? You don't remember how God brought you out of your situation before you get where you need to go? I Cherish Church Network. How are you? How are you? Greetings, grace and peace. Be not weary in well doing. In a due season we will reap if we faint not. Yes, yes. But we have to call a spade when you see a lot of things getting out of hand. Cold shoulders are natural and they are real. And we have to identify these things. And they say often and sometimes they said often the person giving the cold shoulder may not even be consciously aware of their motivation. And the only time I understand with people, if you're dealing with stuff, you're going through trauma, you're dealing with lost loved ones, whether it was a friend, family friend, or something, and they're going through these things and they're dealing with these things, that is very much understandable. But when you frequent on platforms and then you see people start giving you the shoulder, that's a red flag. That's an indication that you need to start exit peacefully. Those are red flags when people start to ignore you. And they ignore you on a lot of things because they feel insecure. Remember, we talk about feeling insecure or threatened. They feel threatened by you because God is speaking to you and you're speaking to the people directly and you're being honest with these people. You're not fabricating yourself to look like someone you're not. Yes, 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 talking sister, call it out. This name of Jesus. Yes, we got to. That's the only way we're gonna strive in this world. It's just like the big commander now doing all these things and he calling out certain things and the good are suffering for the bad. Not necessarily mean that the good need to be suffer for the bad, but sometimes you have to make a point out of something to get your point across. Make a point out of something to get your point across. And you have a lot of people that start out with everybody that they could have possibly seen then. And then they start to choke cold shoulders. Why? Rising Phoenix said, what if you hear they did something bad? If you don't hear from the horse mouth, you can't judge them. Me, if you don't hear somebody come directly at you or you weren't there to hear, you can't judge them. Why are you going to judge them? And you weren't there. Here, one thing we got to learn, and this is true. Hearsay cannot go to court. You can't go to court and said, I hear I cherish church talking about you. That won't stand up in the court of law unless you have strong evidence against that you can provide. Strong evidence. And if you don't have the strong evidence, that is just word of mouth. Word of the mouth don't work in the court of law unless you have people there that said it to you and they're willing to come and testify, say, yes, this is what this person said to me and I share it with this person. So we have to be very careful. And Miss Cynthia said, what God has for you is for you. Amen. And I cherish her say, come let us reason together. Don't sweep it under the rug. We can, because a lot of cold shoulders are happening. Moral laws is different than court law. Yes, we all know that, but some things will never change. Even when you have the court law, some things will never change. Because why would I hear something about Rising Phoenix and be mad about and to stop talking to Rising Phoenix? If Rising Phoenix haven't done me anything, tell me, Rising Phoenix, why should I be mad at you? Because Harry said he don't like you? Or you and Harry had a beef? That's you and Harry. That wasn't with me and you. I had nothing to do with what you had an issue with Harry. So we have to learn to understand that it doesn't have to be with court of law or moral. Some things go right across the border. Whether it is moral or not moral, it goes across the border. Some things are common sense, some things are natural. It just using different contexts. But I'm just letting you guys know in the court of law that don't work. So even out of the court of law, that still don't need to work. You just gonna hear somebody said Rising Phoenix is this and Rising Phoenix is that, and then you just stop talking to Rising Phoenix? For what? What have Rising Phoenix done to you? There's several things we need to think about. I church say, well, the moral laws is different than court law. I church say, here say is not admissible in court. Exactly. And not only in court, we can just take everything that somebody say to us. Oh, resilient is this, I church is this, Cynthia is this, rising is this, and just run with it. About a few months back, I remember somebody was going through a turmoil with some other people, and they were saying that XYZ trying to put them against each other. And for me, I can't just because of XYZ. I don't even know what XYZ is. I don't know who was XYZ. And even if I had known who was XYZ that they're talking about, XYZ had done me nothing wrong. And that person that they're talking about had done me nothing wrong. So why would I coerce with somebody to look like a fool? Then when it's like there's a two pillow. You ever see two-person and you tell them something and then two-person be on a pillow at night and they start having pillow talk? You ever heard about pillow talk? But yet you were just talking trash about one or each other. And then they having pillow talk. What do you think they're doing? They hearing out everything to each other. And then you were pillow talk, trash talking. These people look bad when you see them back together. Okay, you were hoping that they would go their separate ways. But then that didn't happen. They come together. They find a ways to cope. They find a way to find the solution. And who felt bad? It's like you have family member. We all have somebody. I seen them together now. Yes. You're seeing all that together and then you're like, weren't you the one who told me about? oh, this was and that was, and I would never do this. I mean, you gotta be careful. Cut crossways. It's powerful. But I still won't unblock them. Well, if somebody do you wrong or something and you have to go that route, that's different. Because you're going a route to control your peace. You want the peace, and if you have to go that route to do what you got to do is control your peace. But you just have to pay attention to cold shoulders because they're out there. I'm seeing it popping up now a lot. We don't have to say why, and because we don't know why, but it's popping up. Key points to consider: passive aggressive behavior. Giving the cold shoulder can be a way to express anger or dissatisfaction without directly confronting someone, which can be seen as a manipulative tactic. And we've seen that. I've seen that personally, whether in person or on here. I've seen it. I literally seen it. So that means it's telling you that this is real. Don't ignore the one inside. It is real. Pay attention. Our instinct, 95% of the time, will never lead us wrong if you pay attention. Emotional regulation difficulties. That's another key point to consider. People struggling to manage their emotions might resort to withdrawal or ignoring others as coping mechanism, even if it's not intentionally. So you have different ways for people to cope with different things. And then some people just blatantly ignore you because they feel insecure or threatened by you. And a lot of people, when they see you growing, they feel insecure. They start to feel threatened by you. They start don't liking your content. They start having all sort of assertion about your content. But just remember, when they piggyback off you to learn and grow, and then they walk on you like trash and garbage to elevate themselves, is not elevating themselves the way they should. They're not a turtle. Turtle goes slow. They're like the hare that go fast and fall asleep along the way. You understand? Because they say the race is not for the swift, but those who can endure. Tearing down somebody to endure is not endurance. It's you manipulating somebody, controlling people because you think you had the platform to do that. And those tactics hurt you. Maybe behind curtain, they hurt you. You have loyal people that people are hurting too, are genuine, authentic, and loyal. They speak their truth, they speak their mind. They don't have to hide behind curtain. If something bothers them, they will say to you. And those people are offensive because they think that you shouldn't say anything. Then why put it in the universe? If you don't want somebody to say anything, why are you putting it in the universe? It's like, I remember recently I said something about something, and I was on somebody's channel today, and that person jumped. My comment was the first one. That person jumped the comment, then they read the second person comment, then they jump back the comment that I had, and then they read that the other person comment, and I'm like, okay, so that's giving the cold shoulder vibes. And I've been there and I said something else and I saw they ignore. That's how you know when somebody giving you the cold shoulder person. So let's say you send somebody a text and then you see they jump and read the next person comment, and I see that been happening recently. But you see those ungrateful little bastards that are out there, you are ungrateful. And you know yourself, you're being ungrateful. Giving people the cold shoulder because you're frustrated or annoyed or you think this person. No, listen. Godly people want nothing from people who are not having any good things to do. We don't need nothing from you. But if you're not loyal, why should we be loyal to you when you're not loyal to us? Why are you causing pain? Where there's no need to cause pain? Blessed to Crochet, how are you? Crochet, how are you? Say hello, everyone. How are you? Yeah, it's real. Some of the root of the problem is jealousy. Yes, insecurities bring jealousy, and it is as cruel as the grave. Very much so. I have a workshop called Pillow talk. Yes. When do you have that workshop? Yes. So greetings to everyone in Blessed Two Crochet. Greetings to you as well. Greetings to everyone. It is real, people. Cold shoulders are real. And then you had a lot of people in the end. You're telling me you don't see these people to pause and acknowledge these people? Then they send another text again and you ignore them. Then they do something again and you ignore them. Oh, that's no reason. That's real cold shoulder. That's a form of ignorance too. Let's go on to the next one. Power dynamics. And I'm reading from AI, people, so you can always search this for yourself. Just type in why people giving the other people cold shoulders. You can type in whatever you want, because something might affect you with you dealing with other people as well. You don't have to be on YouTube as well. It could be personal, in person, or you go anywhere talking to people and they're just giving you the cold shoulders. So it don't have to be here, and you can talk about these things because they're real. Why hide the truth when it's real? I cherish. Miss Cynthia Black said it's called Exit. Yes, I cherish her said it's in a video form and more lives coming up. Okay, okay, all right. And tomorrow I think you're having your birthday to I Cherish Church. So happy birthday well, actually it's your birthday today. Happy birthday, I Cherish Church. I think today is your birthday, right? I don't know. I think so. Blessed say hello rising. So greetings everyone. So we're talking about power dynamics now. In some situations, the cold shoulder might be used to exert power over someone by withholding attention or affection. So today is your birthday. So happy birthday to you, Miss I Cherish Church. Happy birthday. So these things are coming from me to say happy birthday and giving you some heart right here. Happy birthday. Let me put it right here. Happy birthday to I Cherish Church. Cherish Church. You never know you can spell until you've been on the internet. I'm coming. It's I Cherish Church. I hope I spell your name correct. So happy birthday to I Cherish Church. Happy birthday to you and everybody who's having a birthday today. Happy birthday. So let's get back to this one here. Power dynamics. So let's read back power dynamics. In some situation, the cold shoulder might be used to exert power over someone by withholding attention or affection. And we can all, if in our own way, it doesn't have to be on YouTube. It could be somebody did that to you in person or anything. Work, life, friend, family, friends. We all get cold shoulders before. We all do get cold shoulders before. You're welcome, I Cherish Church. You're welcome. Having a blessed day, We all get that. And people will do that because they're jealous. They're envy. They don't want to see you thrive. They step on you like a ladder. Do you know somebody's at the bottom of the ladder each time you're going up? They step on you so they can excel. And after they excel, they dump you like a garbage. They forgot where they're coming from. And that's why along the way they will be like the hair. Fall asleep. Because you know why? They're not loyal. They're not genuine. They're not authentic. They're carbon copies. And carbon copies are floating around. It is very real. That I church said thanks Cynthia and blessings. Yet even a lot of things are happening. A lot of changes are taking place, and it's evident. I hope I'm using the correct word. Unconscious triggers. Past experiences or unresolved conflicts can trigger negative feelings that lead to a person withdrawing or giving the cold shoulder without realizing it. Like, this is one thing we always talk about, especially when I'm talking to my child. I say we have to learn to be respectful because we don't know what others are going through. So when they're giving you the cold shoulders, you don't know what they're going through. So this is also part of why people give you the cold shoulders. So this is also one reason that we always point out. We may never know realize that it was a part of cold shoulder, but it is. That way we can be lenient with those people because they're dealing with something. They're going through grief. They're going through a lot. Housing, children, certain things they're going through, so we can give them that. You know what I mean? Because we all have some level of struggles. But when people intentionally giving you the cold shoulder, you will know. Because after few testing of them, you realize that yes, this is the cold shoulder. I was literally out there today on a few platforms today when I could, because I wasn't really well today at all, but I was stopping by and scrolling and see who was there, and give them a little support and everything. And I was there with one person, and that person just give me the cold shoulder like, mm. And I'm like, you pay attention, people. If you used to be on somebody's platform, whether frequent or rarely being there, but you support them regardless, and you see they do something that they never normally do, just pay attention. They no longer need your service because they think they have reach. You have a lot of people who step on you and think they have reach. And I church say thank you, Rising Phoenix. And I church say thank you all, Godspeed. Yes. Cynthia said blessings. Cynthia said people can be on top today and tomorrow they can hit the bottom. Yes, we all hit rock bottom at some point. I woke up good this morning and for the whole day I'm in pain. Felt like I wanted to pass out. You know what I mean? And that's natural. It's a part of life. You know what I mean? So you have a lot of things that can give people stress or something, and it's not you. I've been on somebody channel before, and there was this particular person that was on there. It's none of the community people here or anything. That person was new to me because I was new to the channel as well. So it's not nothing like over here or anything. Yes, yes, yes. Blessed to crush it. Yes, you deal with it the best way you can. Yes, far boy, man. Sorry, I can't even pronounce the word, but you have to do. Yes, I understand what you're talking about, my dear, and everything. But and that's is the good thing. We gotta learn to be aware of what is good, what we're going through, so it's easier for us to, you know, don't let people think we're ignoring them. And I was on this platform. It wasn't any community platform or anything. Let me make that known. I was on somebody else's platform. I they reach out to me and I reach back out to them and there was this young lady on the platform, and we were communicating through the platform, say hello and everything. And the person was on there, and I remember saying something to the person. The person said, I don't talk to strangers. And then I didn't feel no way because I understand. And that's is the problem. When you're uplifting yourself and try to educate yourself about a lot of things, you become more aware so certain things don't bother you anymore. Before, maybe I would feel sensitive towards that kind of mean way you would say mean comment, but that's not a mean comment. And then the person go on to explain that I've been through a whole lot, and the other two person had known what that person had been through. And she said, since you're new, I don't know you, so I don't want to talk to strangers and everything. And the other person were there and saying, yes, resilient, so and so. And I say, I understand, it's okay. You don't have to explain yourself. It's okay. But the main part that person was respectful by saying, I'm going through this and I'm going through that. So that way you don't think that person was just trying to either downplay you, degrade you, or eyeball you or something. Even if they were doing it, they weren't doing it intentionally. But when someone is doing something intentionally, they make it obvious. They still themselves might not even be aware that they're ignoring you. They're giving you the cold shoulder. But there's some of them pick it up too. If they're smart enough, they will pick it up. And then they'll keep going with the ignorancy, not knowing that they're hurting other people that are there. Hey, listen, if somebody don't come on your channel today and they come tomorrow to support you, it's still support. SUPPORT. It don't spell no other way. Spell it another way, maybe in another language. But it's still support. They don't come a month and they come today to support, it's still support. At least they show up. They don't come today, they don't come tomorrow, they come the next day. That's still support. Acknowledge these people. But giving them the cold shoulder and they kept talking and they kept talking and you just kept ignoring and kept ignoring. That's disrespect. But then you guys are the one come out and talk about community. Then you guys are the one come out and talk about Jesus Christ. Are you guys manipulating the word of God? Or are you guys playing with the word of God? Because God is not a man of confusion. And we got to understand that. He's not a man of confusion. We cannot be going around and just ignoring the people that are there for you. It doesn't matter if they don't come as frequent as they should. Some people do have a 9 to 5. Some people got children to take care of. Like me today, I was so sick and everything, and I'm going through some things and everything. But I gotta still show up. Blessed Crochet says, show up for the one person that shows up for you, and you make sure you show up for yourself too. We talk, we talked that on our channel recently. Yes. But sometimes you don't want to be no judgment of anything because we don't know what anyone is going through. So we always try to show up same regardless to support these people. But then they're talking about it is a community event. It's a community affair. It's a form of manipulation. They only want to. It's like winning souls. You ever hear somebody say they're trying to win souls and they cannot win souls, but they're trying to win it? You ain't God, but you're winning souls. If you're gonna win souls, you must win it for Christ. Not willing to use it as your advantage. It's just like you remember when scamming was big and popular. So many people was manipulated out of their money, even till this day. It's a form of manipulation. My cousin is sick. My hand is broken. My nose hurt. My AZ hurt. I can't work. I can't walk. I can't this. And how many people was drained out of billions of dollars through those form of manipulation that sounded too good to be true? A lot of people. So many people was in lose of a lot of things. So we gotta pay attention. Let's move on to the next one. Social anxiety. Sometimes people might avoid interactions due to social anxiety, leading to a perceived cold shoulder behavior. And when you say social anxiety, not everybody can deal with the crowd. Not everybody can deal with what is out there. Like when a platform get too big, too much, overwhelming because they're dealing personally with anxiety issues. A lot of people have anxiety issues. Me, I don't like big crowd either. Even if I go out now and I see the crowd and I'm going out there now, as long as I go out early enough, I won't have that anxiety. But like going out and then you see all the crowd is like, oh, I'm ready to make a U-turn and go back home. And it's not about the people, it's just the anxiety issues. So that is understandable. Those are no things for me to say, oh, somebody giving me the cold shoulder. As long as they make that they're not feeling well or they down today or not well, what I mean? Identify, use your words. We're telling children to use their word as grown folks use your words. It's like if you don't want somebody on your platform today, tell them cold. Today we're talking about something and I don't think you should hear it, especially if they know you're not this kind of person. Talk these things out so people can understand what you're about for today. So that way, if you say something and it sounds derogatory or anything, these good people that you have when you have your good content or something, don't just walk away and say, oh, this person start to be this and it. You know what I mean? They know what you're going through. And you point that out. So social anxiety, unconsciousness triggers. What to do if someone is giving you the cold shoulders? Reflect on your interactions. Consider if you might have unintentionally said or done something that could have upset the person. So in this world, you don't even have to say anything to anyone to upset them. They just naturally upset. And then the next time, some people intentionally hurt people, and some people were not aware that they're hurting people because that's the way they were. That's the way they was. That's the way they do things. It's like a person who is loud and you hear they talking to you, you would say, oh, this person is so loud, I can't stand this person. That's their natural voice though. They come and whisper to you. That's their fake voice. I was listening to DJ, what's his name? DJ, it's some rapper, the one that had the child with Ali. What's her name? The princess, the one that act the princess there. What's her name? Ali, not Ali Berry, but the other Ali. And I was watching a video of him where he said he have a soft voice now, but that's not his real voice. Give me 1 second. Hello? Oh, okay. Okay. Yes, sorry about that. Yes. So he was saying that is not my real voice. He said why? Because when he was growing up, a lot of people was turned off by his real voice. So he was doing I think it was an interview where he picked up a girl and he started to use his real voice, be authentic with his real voice. But his real voice is like a box. It's so deep. It's like you're in a tunnel. It was so deep. Nice, cute voice he got. He just probably didn't realize at the time when you're so young. And he got that deep voice. That's his real voice. So now the soft spoken voice he got now is like a persona he had to take on for people to embrace him. I know he learned to say, you know what, that was when I was younger. He felt some way or he felt like he was bullied with that. But that was his real voice. So I'm saying that even when somebody giving you the cold shoulder, as long as they state that something is going on with them or anything, so I'm not ignoring you. Like even if you're out on a trail or you're doing some walking and you're just trying to get the walking in, so sometimes you're unconscious of you're not aware that people are even here. It's like sometimes you'll leave your phone here and you're talking. They can hear you talking. They might not see you and they hear you talking. Are you not looking? Are you looking over here? I'm not looking right here now. I'm looking over to the wall. Then they can say, all right, then she not paying attention because she looking somewhere else. You know what I mean? So that way we want to say those people are giving you cold shoulders. But I'm looking right now directly right here. I'm not looking over there now. I'm not looking over there. I'm looking directly here now. And I'm ignoring the people. And they comment again, acknowledging me again. And I'm ignoring the people. Giving them the cold shoulder, ignoring them. So people that going through different things in life, we don't penalize those people. It's the people who intentionally see you there and would not acknowledge you. And then some people see you, and as soon as they see you, whatever they were doing, they stop whatever they were doing because they're so insecure. They don't need to be afraid of you. They don't need to be scared of you. If you're putting your trust in God and you have God by your side, you should not worry about what mankind can do to you. So when you start ignore people and disrespect people silently, indirectly, you have a problem. You have a problem that is bigger than what mankind is seeing. And then you go over here and you give the love over here, and then the people who was there for you from day one, you ignore. You ignore those. You push them to the side. Oh, you guys are garbage now. You guys are trash. You guys have no more place here for me or anything. I can't stand you. I can this. But you remember the days when you were there and nobody was there? Do you remember those days when you have your low moments and no one was there? Always remember where you're coming from. That's the only way to go forward in life. We gotta learn to remember where we're coming from. I'm not saying we're not gonna grow and elevate. But when we start use cold shoulder to give the people that was there for you, genuinely there for you, supporting you through thick and thin, it doesn't matter if they come 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. They were there supporting you when you needed a shoulder. So why give those people the cold shoulder now? Because you think heaven come down on you and hell is over on them? Giving love does not hurt. You know what hurt? The fakeness that you give and you can't maintain it. That's what hurt. Because then you eat yourself up. Silent. Nobody ain't gonna see you eat yourself up. Because you're already insecure and trying to control people. Manipulative tactics. So no one not gonna see what you're doing. But guess what? They can feel what you're going through sometimes. So be careful of how we treat others. Be careful of the power struggles that we're powering with. We don't need to struggle with nobody. We don't need to, and when I mean struggle, we don't need to look at somebody as a threat. Look at these people as a person who can teach you something. You teaching, each one teach one. But some of you are not preaching what you're practicing. And that is showing right now. It is showing. You guys are not preaching what you're practicing. Yes, move towards love. But some people saying they're moving towards love right now, and I can tell you, if I should call name, you'll be shocked. They are not literally moving to love. They said they're giving love, but they're not. And that's 100%. They are not. They're like the devil from outer hell. These guys with things that majority of us will like. Because that's a way of manipulating others to believe that they're real. You have a lot of people right now not living in their truth. They're not genuine. You know what I said? If YouTube should tell the people that support people, and when I mean, I'm not talking like the new people that you would see on your platform day in, day out, that you will see every day. I'm talking the people that was there from get-go. If YouTube should show you the people who literally support you, you would be shocked at the ones that you like saying this to or say are this to. You'd be surprised they're not even supporting you. They're not. They mask themselves into letting you think that they're supporting you. But in actuality, they are not. Like me, I will go on every single person channel. And if I am watching you, I'm liking you. I'm liking what you're doing or anything. Whether it pertaining to me or refer to me. Sometimes it's not about reference because sometimes we're looking at recommendations. We're pulling things because we want to be the talk of the town. We want to be in the circle of attention so the world could see us. But guess what? Too much attention can cause you to get bad light in the longer run. Because you know why? We didn't grow genuinely. We didn't give the love genuinely. We were just thirsty for something. And because we're so thirsty, we see something. Yes, this is a way to get the things. But how many of you are literally saying the things that you're saying and doing the actual things that you're doing? You're ignoring the people that was there for you, genuinely there for you, and you know yourself because you're showing it. Some of you, your facial expression gives 100% of your fakeness. I'm very good at reading facial expression, and I'm pretty sure others are very good at reading it. And some of you have no love to give, but hide behind him a lot of stuff to trust talk somebody else. And that's love you're giving to somebody. That's not love. That's fakeness. And sometimes you go to your bed, you can't even sleep because this rests on your mind. You shouldn't go to your bed with toxicness. You should cleanse yourself. You know, you have issues, you cleanse that before you go to bed. Get a remote, press pause on that. Cleanse yourself. Go down on your knees. Cleanse yourself. Drink some water, clear your head, clear your mind. But giving people the cold shoulders that are supporting you day in, day out. Some of you are so afraid to acknowledge these people now because you think you fly past them. You think you reach heaven. You haven't reached young man and young woman. You haven't reached yet. Your journey to success is never easy. It's not an overnight process. We started out as a stage of development. And growth can only look like what it needs to look like if you do it the right way. And then some of you, when I listen to you and you're talking about the God this and the God that, and then you're not doing what you say God is this and God is that. You are being selfish. You're being envy, jealous of other people. For what? Let people grow, let people strive and be happy for them. So that when you're blessing, you can be happy. People will be happy for you. But you're not happy for others. Some of you, as soon as you see your face, let me use mine. As you see my face, for example, you're crippled. What are you crippled for? What have I done to you? What have I done to your toxicness? Some of you calling out people toxic because you're toxic. Somebody don't do you nothing. As a single mama, and I'm here going on and struggling. Meg, how are you? A positive one. I just got there. I am just loving your words. Yes, we gotta pay attention. What have these people done to you? If somebody don't do you wrong, leave them alone. Some of you, you have these people build with you when no one was there. And you're literally ignoring them because you think you reach at heaven. You're not, you don't reach. Everything can be reversed. All it takes to reverse in this life is one little error, and we all reverse. So be careful of how we step on each other just to make it there. We all trying to make it. But when you start to tear down people and giving them the cold shoulder, all of a sudden these persons come in on there and they have to get your attention 3, 4, 5 times for you to acknowledge them. Some of you taking deep breath. What are you taking deep breath for? God don't take deep breath to make us. So why are you taking deep breath against these people that was there for you? When you probably have 1 subscribers, 2 subscribers, 3 subscribers, 4 subscribers, and the list go on and on. You evolve and you're growing, but you're still acknowledging people that was there. These people that you're coming with now, they weren't there when you were down there. But you still acknowledge everybody. They come on with that 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day. It does not matter. Stop give people the cold shoulder. Because some of you gonna want all and will lose all. Because you're giving people the cold shoulders and it is showing out there. And I'm here to tell you guys, you know yourself who are giving people the cold shoulders. Some of you are mocking others because you think you reach, you arrived, you're better than the people now. None of us are better than no one. Live your truth and stop be piggybacking. And because this one don't like this one though. Oh, you see why I'm saying this one is contagious? This one is this. Because you were contagious or you are contagious. Which one? Let people grow and evolve. We all can change. But some of you are hidden manipulators. You're hidden. You're disguising yourself. And it is showing now. As people evolve, as people rises, we tear them down. For what? What's the purpose of it? Some of you are not even loyal. You're not loyal. You claim loyalty, but you're not loyal. Much less genuine. Some of you don't even know the definition of what genuineness is or what honesty is because you guys are hidden in manipulation. Call it sweet manipulation. Gotta change that. I remember where you're coming from. You can't reach everybody every day. That's impossible, especially when you're evolving. But at least when they come by you, acknowledge the people. They help there with you. They help to uplift you. Even if they don't subscribe to you, but they come in and they're saying hi, hello, or so. Acknowledge the people. Sometimes you're talking and you don't want to break your conversation, but then when you can break it, break it. Your instinct tell you when you can break your conversation. Sometimes you're talking and it just surface talking and somebody just popped in, and if you didn't acknowledge that person, your instinct automatically you tell you to say hello or to stop, turn around, take a look, see who is there. Your instinct does that. And then some of us think that somebody is going to take their stride away from them. Nobody's trying to take nothing away from none of us. What we're trying to do is take from ourselves by destroying ourselves and fight each other. We all going to grow. And some of you, when you grow, you tear each other down for what? What is the purpose? If you're doing something right and you see your fellow sisters and your brothers still down at the bottom and they're not doing what they need to do, if you know the secret to help, get them there, help them. It's not like they're going to do what you're doing. They're going to have a camera like you. They're going to have a laptop like you. It might not be the same laptop or anything, but they will have something. But that doesn't mean they're going to have the same content as you. They might have some similarities in there. But that doesn't mean I'm not sharing nothing because this and that. You're running now. You're running now. But that's some level of talk manipulation. Manipulation is very good. And anybody being a victim of being scammed out of anything or anything know that one very well. It was very sweet. You didn't see it coming. To when you check your bank account and you realize you have $0.0 left, and then you left with the stress or anxiety, then you realize that, oh, this was real. Oops. So you're looking at what to do if someone is giving you the cold shoulder. Reflect on your interactions. That was the one we talked about. Open communication. If appropriate, try to initiate a calm conversation to ask if there is an issue they want to discuss. You'll be so sad to know you haven't done anyone anything and you have to ask them, you have a problem with me? That would be very sad to just go on somebody's channel and say, you have a problem with me? It's like looking for trouble where trouble don't belong. It would be so sad. Just to literally ask somebody because they're giving you the cold shoulder now. You know, you can send when people giving you the cold shoulder. You're not no fool. We're not no fools. Pay attention, people. You can literally send when people are giving you the cold shoulders. Let me tell you one way to find out if people are giving you the cold shoulders as a content creator that I personally see for myself. When they were at the grassroots level and they see you, they always make sure, hey, how are you, resilient? How is everything? How is this? How is that going? Blah, 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 blah. And as they evolve and you reach out to them again and you say, hey, you're still here with them. You don't go nowhere. Whether even if you watch them silent or you like their video, comment or something, you don't go nowhere. But when they see you now on their platform, they start to give you the cold shoulder. It start to make you wonder, what have you done to this person? Or what this person, and some of you are traitors. Traitors will cause conflict with good people.
Has the reaction been in the trans community? Explain that a bit.
This executive order is
Let me say that again. Traitors will cause conflict between good people. Because some of you take news and you can't carry the news correctly. And you carry the news and say, hey, Resilient Queen over here and she's talking about you. Right now, some of you probably doing it. Come over here and see Resilient Queen is just talking. We ain't just talking. We're talking about giving people the cold shoulder. You guys are not acknowledging people when they come on your platform. You're giving them the cold shoulders. How you do you know that? Sometimes they talk to you 3-4 times.
You set the record in many ways. Do you fear that?
And you're giving them the cold shoulder because you outgrow them. They're no longer in your you're higher than them now. They're not at your level no more.